There's a moment in everyone's life, usually after 30, when the mirror, the energy levels, or even recovery after a workout begins to whisper something we all try to ignore. Your body is changing. And while most people rush to blame aging, the truth might be much simpler and more fixable than we think. It could all come down to one thing: protein timing. But here's the twist: not just when you eat your protein, but what kind of protein you choose. Today, we are going to dive into one of the most debated topics in longevity and muscle health: animal versus plant protein, and which truly supports your body after 30. After 30, our muscle mass starts to decline, a process known as sarcopenia. Scientists estimate that we can lose up to 3 to 8% of our muscle mass per decade after that. But muscle isn't just about strength or looking fit. It's a longevity organ. It protects your metabolism, regulates glucose, supports immune function, and even impacts brain health. That's why experts like Dr. Layman and Dr. Stuart Phillips, two of the world's top protein researchers, emphasize that protein isn't just a macronutrient, it's medicine for aging. But not all proteins are created equal. Animal proteins found in eggs, meat, fish, and dairy are known as complete proteins, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids in the right ratios. They're especially rich in leucine, the amino acid that acts like a switch to turn on muscle protein synthesis, your body as internal repair mechanism. Plant proteins, on the other hand, often miss one or more essential amino acids and are typically lower in leucine. But that doesn't mean they can work. It just means you have to be more strategic about combining them and about when and how you consume them. Now here's where it gets fascinating. Studies from institutions like Harvard, Tufts, and the University of Sydney have shown that timing your protein intake is just as important as the type you eat. After 30, your body becomes less sensitive to protein, a phenomenon called anabolic resistance. That means the same protein shake that worked in your 20s might not deliver the same muscle-building effect in your 30s or 40s. The solution: protein distribution. Instead of loading up all your protein at dinner, like most people do, science shows you should aim for about 25 to 35 grams per meal, spread evenly throughout the day. But what about the great plant versus animal debate? Recent research comparing the two has revealed something surprising. A 2023 meta-analysis published in the Journal of Nutrition found that while animal proteins still lead in stimulating muscle growth, well-planned plant-based diets can match their benefits when total protein and leucine intake are high enough. Foods like soy, peas, lentils, and quinoa, when combined, can create a complete amino acid profile. And here's the kicker: plant proteins come with extra longevity bonuses: fiber, phytonutrients, and lower inflammation markers, things animal proteins simply don't provide. Yet, for longevity, it's not just about muscle. Protein also plays a massive role in metabolic health and cellular repair. One study from the University of Washington found that people with higher protein intakes had better insulin sensitivity and mitochondrial efficiency, both key markers of healthy aging. But overdoing animal protein, especially red and processed meats, can increase IGF-1 levels, a growth factor linked to accelerated aging and certain cancers. It's all about balance. Too little protein and you lose muscle. Too much and you accelerate aging pathways. The sweet spot: around 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily for most adults over 30. And let's not forget about timing post-workout. If you're training, the so-called anabolic window still matters, just not in the way you've heard. You don't need to chug a shake the second you drop the weights. But consuming 20 to 40 grams of high-quality protein within 1 to 2 hours after training does enhance recovery and growth. For animal eaters, whey protein reigns supreme here, fast digesting and leucine-rich. For plant-based athletes, soy or pea protein isolates can perform almost identically, as long as you get enough total grams and leucine content per serving. What's fascinating is how protein affects autophagy, the body's cellular cleansing process. Moderate protein restriction, paired with fasting or plant-based meals, may enhance autophagy and repair damaged cells. That's why longevity experts like Dr. Walter Longo advocate cycling protein, higher intake during muscle-building phases, lower during rest days or fasting windows. It's a strategic dance between growth and repair, one that helps you stay strong without accelerating aging. And perhaps the most overlooked part: morning protein. Research shows that people who consume a high-protein breakfast at least 25 to 30 grams maintain better energy, glucose balance, and appetite control throughout the day. For those after 30, this isn't just about metabolism, it's about setting your muscle synthesis switch early, keeping your body in an anabolic growth-supporting state longer. So, should you go animal or plant? The truth isn't black and white, it's more like balance in biology. Animal proteins give you a direct, powerful hit of amino acids your body easily absorbs, perfect for muscle preservation. Plant proteins, however, support longevity through reduced oxidative stress and inflammation. The ideal formula for someone over 30 may be a blend: what researchers call a flexitarian approach. Combine the efficiency of animal proteins with the protective compounds of plants. Think Greek yogurt with chia seeds, or lentil stew with a side of fish. It's not about picking sides, it's about picking synergy. By now, you might realize this conversation isn't just about food, it's about how you age. Every bite you take is either signaling your body to grow stronger or to decay faster. Protein, especially after 30, becomes more than nutrition. It's your body's defense mechanism against frailty, cognitive decline, and even premature death. So, the next time someone says, protein is just for bodybuilders, remember this, it's for life builders. Whether it comes from a steak, tofu, or a perfectly balanced smoothie, what truly matters is getting enough of it at the right times to keep your cells strong, your metabolism sharp, and your life vibrant. Because aging isn't about slowing down, it's about fueling smarter. If you've made it this far, your perspective on protein will never be the same again. Stay until the end of the video, because next, we'll reveal a science-backed day plan for perfect protein timing, showing you exactly how to structure your meals for maximum longevity impact. Your body doesn't just age, it responds. And now, you know how to make it respond better.